What's up, guys? Idgafentertainment here, back at you with our character creation episode of Pathfinder Kingslayer. Now, what we're gonna do here is this episode's gonna be just me making my character the Arcane Archer, getting it all fleshed out, and in the next episode is where we're gonna start the actual gameplay. So, it does say continue up here instead of new game. For you more observant guys, I did make my character once and already recorded this video once, but A, it ran a little long, and B, so when I listened back through it, the music level was a little bit low in game, so I did turn that back up. I'm actually going to check it right now one more time. Hello, yeah, it's looking good. So this should have substantially better levels of music. Anytime you hear it cut out, that's when I'm alt-tabbing back over to my my notepad that I've got opened up with my character information on it. So please do excuse that. So we're going to go for the main story. Explore the Stolen Lands, a region that has been contested territory for centuries. Hundreds of kingdoms have risen and fallen in these lands, and now it is time for you to make your own mark by building your own kingdom. To do so, you'll need to survive the harsh wilderness and the threat of rival nations, as well as threats within your own court. So we're going to do the main story. Now, these are your difficulty settings, essentially, so you can go through. I'm going to be playing on hard. It does give you a message saying that playing on hard or unfair modes requires substantial skills at CRPGs, which I do not have, a vast knowledge of the Pathfinder system, which I do not have, and sometimes a sheer amount of luck with the dice rolls themselves. Choose at your own peril. Yeah, I'm mainly playing this game because I want a challenging, story-driven game to really sink my teeth into. So, remember, if this Let's Play might not be for you, if you are not the type of person who will enjoy me suffering for possibly hours on some encounters if they're hard enough. I mean, heck, I don't know. Just reloading, trying things different ways, kind of, figuring stuff out. So, next, I did pick the right thing, did I? Yes, I did. We're going to make our own custom character. Now, you do have these portraits here, which the creators were so kind as to provide for you. I'm just going to cycle through for everyone who wants to enjoy. And then down here, if you see this little icon underneath, we're going to go ahead and click that. And I have went to Nexus Mods and picked up a mod pack of player portraits that people from the community. I think a dude snagged a bunch of them off of like DeviantArt. He was saying how he totally was like, "Oh yeah, guys, I asked for all the permissions and stuff like that." So hopefully those are all in order. So we're going to cycle through these super fast, and you're going to see a couple as I'm going. The reason I'm not letting you see every single one of these, was that it? No. The reason I'm not stopping by all of these is because there was legitimately 300, 400 plus portraits in this pack, so I don't want you guys sitting here for absolute ever watching just a scroll of a bunch of pictures, but as you can tell, substantially good-looking, high-quality portrait packs. If you're into that sort of thing, I definitely am. There we go. We are going to be making a female eldritch elven archer. So that was the best-looking elf archer, essentially, that I found, so we're going to go with her. Now, body type, when you're playing elves, you do just got to make them look emaciated. That's really what it comes down to. For the face, let's see. Huh, that's weird. Does it cycle through? Oh, I'm on male. That's why. There we go. You rarely can tell with elves. Okay. No, we don't want you angry. We don't want you super smiling. I kind of like this one. This like half side smirk, like I know something you don't. And we will go for... We're going to go for the standard skin tone. And hairstyle... Yeah, we're going for the first one. There could be a ponytail behind all that. You kind of got the windswept, weird-looking front. We're about that. And then I think that's about as close as we're going to get, because that's just like way too golden. Way too white. I mean, that could kind of be close. It's a little green, but oh well. I mean, I don't know how it's coming through on there. On my monitor, it's like greenish blonde. And we want her to be left-handed. Now, we're going to go down to the Magus, which might be weird for people making an archer. Normally, you'd think you'd go Ranger and go straight into it. But instead, we are going right here, Eldritch Archer. We are going to be an intelligence-based archer. We are going to cast spells out of our bow, which is going to be super, super solid. Now, when it comes to our stat allocation, we're going to put 1 point in strength. We're going to toss this up to an 18 because Dex is our second most important. Our con will go 12. Our intelligence, we're going to max out at 19. It'll get there. Wisdom is 10, and then we want to go down, and this is our dump stat, essentially. We are taking everything out of charisma. We are going to be the least charismatic, you know, standard female armor in a game, next to nothing but 9 million AC elf you have ever seen, except for the AC part. In terms of our little skills over here, now the guide that I was essentially following was telling me to pick up World. But the thing is, I already have other people in my party picking up World. And I might be making a mistake here, but I don't have anyone in my party actually maxing Athletics, and Athletics is actually a class skill of this. So this, you gain +3 bonus on all skills that you put ranks into. If you have more than one class and both classes grant you a class skill bonus, these bonuses do not stack. Okay, so essentially I want somebody who's going to come in and like help me climb hard walls, basically use my character to tilt the balance in the favor of these really high DC rolls for some athletics checks. So I guess we'll go for that. It's the only one I don't really have. Now for feat, if you are going to be an archer, first thing you have to do is point blank shot. There is absolutely no way around it. This gives you a +1 attack and damage rolls with ranged weapons at ranges of up to 30 feet. So the idea is close up you can actually hit. Now in terms of the spells, we are going to choose right off the bat. We're going to snag the important ones are Shield and Color Spray. We're going to be getting Enlarged Person because later, right off the bat, this is going to be our 2, Shield and Color Spray. Shield to give us a little bit extra survivability, and Color Spray to disable. Enlarged Person is going to be kind of a buff we're going to toss out. Now we want Burning Hands so we can 15-foot cone AoE things in front of us for if we need to AoE stuff. We are also going to grab Expeditious Retreat. This way, if we need to run from anything, we can kind of get away from it. I don't really like blasts. Let's see, what else do we have here? We'll go Grease. Or not blast, but bursts. We'll take Grease just so we have a little bit more disable if we do find that we're lacking in that. And the last thing we'll pick up... How about a little bit of Vanish, a little bit more survivability. So I'm thinking this is good. 3 survivability spells, 1, 2 disables. Our main form of casting damage, because we're not going to be hitting like massive big spells. We're going to be a lot more about trying to keep people CC'd, and we got some buffages. That looks good to me. And in terms of our cantrips, these are going to be the big spells for us. So like Acid Splash, this every single time we shoot our bow is going to be hitting these guys. So it's going to constantly be coming, and we will end up attacking fast. Now, in terms of voice...
My skills exceed yours. Aim carefully. I failed.
This was, in my opinion, the best voice.
A trivial task.
Let's shred them!
Contemplate on your mistakes.
We won't falter!
Heal me quickly.
This will hurt. I did it! All I see is blackness, wherever my legs carry me.
Ah, a test of my abilities.
It was between confident
I feel faint.
and reserved.
Let us bide our time. Let us be careful.
But I think I like reserved a little better. Now, in terms of birth date, I've heard this does matter, but I don't know how it matters whatsoever. So I'm just going to go ahead and make it my birthday. Now, in terms of our alignment, what we're going to end up doing is we're going to go neutral good. First playthrough, a lot of the party members that I'm picking are going to be good. If I do end up enjoying this game, I want to do an evil playthrough just to see how the story differs. When games like this, I generally try both. So we'll go neutral good for the first one. That way we don't get locked into chaotic or that. And we will come up with a name for our character. Something elvish sounding. How about Alara? That'll do it. And
no contest.
Boom. So we now have our stats. We're looking pretty good here. 14 AC. Flat-footed AC is 10. We have a 14 on touch. Speed of 30. Fortitude 3. Reflex 4. Will 2. This is where we're really going to be hurting is the armor class and saving throws. We're basically made of paper. But we do have really, really solid things that'll come through. Like our Elven Magic is really helping with our spell penetration, all that good jazz. We do come with Daze as well as Acid Splash, so we do have a little bit of Disable, which is nice. Detect Magic, I think this is going to do us nicely. So, we're going to go ahead and end this here. In the next video, we will finally get into gameplay and story. So I do appreciate you guys hanging out, and we will see you in the next video.